So hello everyone, welcome back to BM English channel. So once again my name is Surya and today we'll be discussing about the topic step by step roadmap to Merchant Navy after your 12th PCM. Okay, so in this video we'll be doing a complete breakdown of how you can become a Merchant Navy officer just after your 12th results are published. Yes, so first of all let's see what all stages does it take for you to become a Merchant Navy officer. Okay, so first of all we should check our eligibility to see if we are eligible for the courses whichever we wish to do and what course we are going to choose. Then the next step will be clearing the IMUCET exam. Then if you are taking DNS, then you should have a sponsorship with you. So about this sponsorship, then after once you get the sponsorship letter, or once you have to take admission in any IMU affiliated or IMU colleges, you should be having a medical certificate by a DG approved doctor. After that you are joining. Yes, so we'll be discussing each and every steps in this. So first we'll start with the eligibility check. Okay, so what is the basic eligibility criteria to join any courses of Merchant Navy? Okay, which is DNS, BSc or BTech. That's after your 12th PCM. Okay, so the minimum eligibility is 60% should be your marks in your PCM, then 50% in English, either in your 12th boards or in your 10th boards. Okay, then comes the age limit, which is less than 25. Then as we said, you should be medically fit as per the DG shipping norms. Then the second step, choosing the course. Okay, so as we all know, there are basically two departments in Merchant Navy, which is engineering department and the deck department. Okay, so if you choose to join the deck department, you basically have two ways, which is the DNS and BSc Nautical Science. Okay, so DNS is a 1-year diploma course and you become a deck cadet, then third officer, second officer, chief officer, then captain. Okay, then the second option for deck side is doing a BSc Nautical Science, which is a 3-year degree, bachelor's degree course. Okay, in this you will be undergoing a 3-year course in your college. Then once you get placed, you will be going on board as a deck cadet. For DNS, sponsorship is mandatory, but for BSc Nautical Science, you are placed in the college. Okay, and the next course for engine side, that is BTech in Marine Engineering, which is a 4-year engineering course, and you will be joining your ship as a engine cadet. Okay, that's the 3 courses which we can choose after our 12th PCM. Okay, now comes the next step, step 3, which is the IMUCET exam. As we all know, IMUCET exam is mandatory for all Merchant Navy courses across India. Okay, and it's conducted once a year, usually in the month of June, but in this year's case it's on May. I don't remember the date. Okay, it's in May. Okay, then the rank of IMUCET is as important as your sponsorship, because the IMUCET rank determines your option to your colleges and especially for IMU counseling. Okay, so and IMUCET is also mandatory even if you have a sponsorship. Remember, without a IMUCET rank, you can't get into a Merchant Navy course in any college across India. Okay, and also top companies have their own rank requirements. Just like Anglo and V ships, they sometimes say to their cadets to have minimum 4K or 5K rank. So that depends from company to company. Okay, then the step 4, which is sponsorship exams. Sponsorship, okay, so yeah, basically what does sponsorship means? Okay, so basically sponsorship means it's a job assurance. Okay, so it's a job assurance even before you commences to the course. Okay, so once you approach a company and you write the company's exam, interview, then give medicals for the company, then once they select you, you are sponsored by that certain company. Okay, so that means once you do your pre-C training, once you complete your pre-C training, you will be going on board as a deck cadet in that company's ships. Okay, that's basically sponsorship. Okay, the sponsorship is also conducted before and after IMUCET. Few of the companies release their forms late after the IMUCET also. Okay, companies can come externally or internally. Internally they might come in any college, through any colleges like TMI, EMET, Manet, or even Ganpat. Yeah, and yeah, the selection process is simple. First you go for their written exams, then you complete their interview test. Once you clear the interview, you will be called for medicals. Then once you clear it, you will be sponsored by that company. Okay, then step 5. Step 5 is medicals, as we just discussed before. Okay, so let's see what are all done in the medicals. Okay, so first of all, blood and urine tests are done, your BMI is checked, and your X-ray is taken of your chest portion, and eyesight and color blindness. You should be 6/6 with no color blindness. Okay, and your ECG is taken, and your hearing, no hearing deformity is entertained. Okay, let me tell you a tip. Always try to do a pre-medical checkup before you enter into all these processes, because many of the students later come to know about their deformity in their ears or their eyes, color blindness and all. So to be in the safe side, do take a pre-medicals before you start the whole process. Okay, now step 6. Step 6 is of choosing the college. So if you are someone who chose DNS, okay, for example, you chose DNS and you wrote the IMUCET and you got a good rank, you went for some company sponsorship and you cracked it as well. Okay, so you once do all of these steps. Okay, once you clear the IMUCET and once you clear a good sponsorship, the company itself will assign you to a certain college in which they have a tie-up with. Okay, so you don't have to take the tension of joining a college. Your company will be redirecting you to a certain college. That's for the DNS. And remember, in DNS, college doesn't matter. What matters is your company. Okay, that's what I've written here. Then comes the college selection for BSc or BTech. Okay, so once you get selected for BSc or BTech, and you have to choose the college. Okay, so what all things you should keep in mind while choosing a college for BSc or BTech? Okay, you should make sure that the college is DGS approved and IMU affiliated. Okay, once you can go to the website of DG, and there will be a list of IMU affiliated colleges and DG approved colleges. Okay, then the placement record of the certain college. How well is the placement records, their history, previous years history of placements and all. Okay, then trainingship facilities. If the college has a trainingship in itself, the college itself. Okay, all those things, and the faculty and the infrastructure and company types. Yeah, this is a main point. Company types. How good your college is with the company, the shipping companies, and how much cadets do they place on a yearly basis. That's a main thing to keep in mind. Okay, and reputation in the shipping industry. Okay, so now let's talk about the most intriguing topic in this video, which is preparation. So now let's see what to prepare, and when to prepare, how to prepare, when you should start preparing, and using what all you should prepare and all. So let's have a look at all those things. Okay, so what to prepare? So basically you have to prepare your 12th maths, physics, chemistry, which is your PCM. Then comes your English, aptitude, GK. Okay, this part is for those who want to crack IMUCET and go for BSc or BTech. I mean, those who are not going for a sponsorship. And for sponsorship, you also have to prepare these parts as well. Okay, so non-technical like your personality, HR questions and all, and then geography, basic geography about the oceans, seas, the sea routes and all. Yeah, all that you have to have a bit of idea of. And about ship knowledge, what is happening right now in the maritime industry and all those things about the ships and ships parts and all, basic knowledge about ship. Okay, now let's see when to prepare. Okay, for class 12 students, I would suggest you prepare along with the boards. Okay, so don't think like that I will just prepare now for boards and after that I will look up for the IMUCET and all. Okay, so don't do that mistake. I am speaking up from my experience. Okay, continue your preparation along with boards and keep revising the topics. Okay, and of course focus more on boards along with the IMUCET. I would suggest you follow the 80-20 method. Okay, which is focus 80% on your boards and the remaining 20% on your IMUCET and the sponsorships. Okay, consistency is more important than study hours. Yes, once you are done with your boards, just don't leave the books the other way and just do your own stuffs and just wait for the IMUCET and just go attend it. Don't do that. So once you finish with your once you get finished with your boards, keep on practicing the questions, keep on revising the concept, do the PYQs, give mock test. Okay, do all of those things so that you will be still in touch with all the concept of 12th and 11th. Okay, also don't ignore the aptitude section. Okay, now for droppers. For droppers, I would suggest you start right now. Okay, minimum 3 to 4 months. Minimum 3 to 4 months of proper strategic preparation is needed for droppers. And of course, do your PYQs, mock test, and try to give as much as mock test as you can, which will directly impact on your IMUCET rank. I assure you that. So now let's talk about how to prepare. If you think that you are that disciplined person that you can keep the same consistency throughout your preparation for IMUCET, you can go for self-study, but always with the right materials. Okay, so we here at BM provide specialized modules for IMUCET for your physics, chemistry, maths and English general aptitude. Okay, these are based on purely repeated concept PYQ. Yes, and we have the IMUCET 200 and mock test completely researched and made for IMUCET, which consists of mock test, PYQs, general knowledge and ship knowledge, geography, etc. And we have the encyclopedia here, which have the complete A to Z details of every company which comes for sponsorship. If you are someone preparing for IMUCET 2026, I would suggest you join our brand new Dakshin Dominator batch, which is a English only batch built specially for students from Andhra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. Okay, so in this batch you will be getting complete materials, complete classes of physics, chemistry, maths, English, geography, reasoning, ship knowledge, aptitude, everything just purely in English. Okay, also if you are someone preparing for the upcoming IMUCET 2027 batch, the Arambam is the batch exactly for you. Okay, so I would suggest you join our batch, and if you have any further doubts or you want to have a one-on-one guidance call with us, you can just fill the Google forms below in the description. Okay, so let's see in another video. Till then, bye.
you.